Yeah. Dr. Grant, it's 9:05 in my clock right now. Shall we start?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. So once again, hello to everyone here in this room. Hello to Jennifer, Lonnie, Bishop, Raphael, Thais, Pretty, Lelito, Kelly, Pomac, Amy, Brian, Felix, Dr. Poe, Favor, Domenico, and Nina. Hello, and thank you for being here today. And before we start, let me introduce myself. My name is Rico Emanuel Pineda. I'm the Vice President for Communications of our dear Rotary Club for Philanthropic Entrepreneurs. And as we proceed, let me give you a quick overview of how this conversational meeting, take note, conversational meeting. We're not going to be too formal here in this day, evening, afternoon. We're not going to be really uptight. We're just going to have fun and get to know each other, get to know what our club is, and just, internalize everything and appreciate everything that's in here. And of course, everyone who made time for our meeting at this time. So our meeting for today will have portions, of course. The first would be the first highlight part would be a centering moment by Miss Kelly. And then it would be followed by the president's speech, our president-elect, Dr. Monica Grant. And then we will be introducing the team, the existing team of within our Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs. And then we will have a quick breakout session where we can, just converse a little more, get to know each other even more, give one another's contact details so we can be connected via WhatsApp, LinkedIn, or if you have Facebook, email, of course, we can reach out to one another. And before we close, of course, we will have Q&A and other discussion matters that we can raise. Sounds good? Give me a thumbs up, whether virtual or via video. All right. Great. So we can see everyone's ready right now. So just before we proceed with the centering moment, I'd like to start this meeting with just a simple question. And I'll give you maybe 5 seconds to just think as we proceed. What's your purpose in life? Just think about it. What's your purpose in life? For me, it may sound cheesy, but my purpose is to really have and to live by 3 hearts. It's the heart to learn, heart to serve, and the heart to add empathic value, as we call it. It's to live by these 3 items on one purpose of just helping people see the best version of themselves, helping people, experience something that makes them grow and be a reason for people to smile and just discover new things in life. So that's something. How about you? What's your purpose in life? You don't need to share it right now, but it would be good if you reflect on that question as we proceed in tonight's conversation. Let's not call it a meeting. In tonight's conversation. So as we think about that, let's proceed with the centering moment. And of course, I'd like to call to our virtual stage, Kelly Keefe. Hi, Kelly.
Good evening for you, Rico. Thank you so much for the coffee for the Saturday morning. Good morning for those that applies. Good day for those that applies to. Good evening to those that it applies to. Privilege and an honor to be here. And with that alone, it just confirms we're all in very different paces of our day, different places in the world. And we've all probably been seeing many different faces, and we're introducing right now to many different faces, whether you're on screen or not. And so we wanted to just begin to take some time here to really connect and get onto the same page, really ground into the space so we can be really present and receptive to what others have to share, so we can share from our hearts and really tune deeper into exactly, Rico, the perfect question, to really tune into our purpose. Why are we here? and to really be able to be that beacon and that energetic imprint of our why, of our purpose as we have this space together. And so we just want to take a few moments to breathe all together and get into our bodies. My invitation, everything is an invitation, nothing is required. My invitation is to allow yourself to get into a comfortable seat. Just let yourself really relax into your body. If closing your eyes feels safe and comfortable for you, closing your eyes, and if not, that's totally fine as well. I would invite you to look down to the floor and just look a couple inches of beyond your knees or your feet, to just allow yourself to really tune into your own space, allowing yourself to feel your breath moving through the body. And again, we're not changing our breath. We're not judging it. We're not trying to manipulate it in any way. We're just bringing our breath, our awareness to the sensation of breath moving in and out of our nose for a moment. Feeling the air moving through the nose, the throat, the chest, all the way down into the belly, and observing it rising through the nose. Maybe take the biggest breath you've taken all week. Maybe this is the first time all week you're consciously taking a deep breath. Allow yourself to breathe all the way down into the belly. Maybe letting your belly rise like we did when we were newborns, letting the belly fully fill up. And then just opening the mouth, letting it go effortlessly. Taking a few deep breaths here, allowing yourself to go all the way deep, deep, deep into the belly. Then open the mouth and just let everything that needs to go, shake off the stress, shake off the last conversations, open the mouth, just let it go. Doing one more here, breathing deep into the belly. And opening the mouth, letting it go. Good. Just noticing any shifts in your body, just from those few breaths in and of itself. Yeah, making any rolls of the neck, any shoulders, really allowing yourself to feel like, whoa, that was tight, and just breathe into it, make some movements, allow yourself to kind of settle in here. And then just bring in awareness to the center of the heart. Maybe you place a hand there, or just bring in a awareness to it. Feeling your heart, feeling the energy, and taking a moment to tune back into that question. What is your purpose? What is your why? Why are you here? Allow yourself to take a few nice deep breaths, connecting to your heart, setting an intention for your time here. It's just an area of focus. Where are we directing? Yes. Inhaling love, light, joy, and peace. Exhaling worry, fear. Beautiful. Thank you for the contribution, Jennifer. Our intent here is to fully activate our community more and more, this international community for change. And as we continue to ground into ourselves, make sure we're taking this time to be aware of our breath, tune into our hearts, fully be in our bodies so we can fully be here to enjoy and receive one another. So just taking one more nice deep breath here. And just open the mouth, let it go. Beginning to slowly open the eyes as you're ready, taking any last movements of the body to fully arrive and get comfortable. And we'll carry on. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you for that, Kelly. It was wonderful. And right now, I feel even more joyful, delightful, and just, hopeful for this conversation. I'm excited for how this will turn out because it helped, the breathing, just remembering everything and just letting all those stress go. I know we've all had some tough weeks, we've all had some tough days, and thankful for Kelly for helping us today, tonight, this afternoon, to just think, slow down for a moment, and just continue on with our conversation for tonight. So now, the next portion would be just an overview of a video, what we are, the power of our relationships, what we can do as one united community, whether we are located in different geographical locations, whether we are having different time zones right now. What can we do? Let's just see a little power, what we can do with our connections, with our relationships. Let's play this video.
Our connections make powerful things happen, uniting individuals and communities. We are Rotary. We are people of action. And together, we turn great ideas into reality by accessing our networks, our experience, and the best of ourselves to make a difference. Around the world, Rotary brings leaders together to build new friendships and to solve problems. Like in Austria, where generations work side by side to come up with innovative ways to build sustainable housing and community centers, everyone learning from each other. In India, volunteers run a mobile blood bank to help provide a steady blood supply for their local community. And in Taiwan, people are working hard to get vulnerable citizens the support and services they need. With over 1 million members, we know what people can do when they come together. In your backyard and around the world, there's power in our connections. Take action with us. Find out more at rotary.org.
Wonderful. That's something we can use to reflect further for our conversation for today, for tonight. With our purpose in life, who are the people that can help us reach out, create wonderful things, and help add value to the world? Power of connections, the power of relationships, uniting as one community. We are here to add value to the world, bring betterment to the people that we care about, and bring solutions to the problems that we see and face. And to share with us the plans, more about our club, more about Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs, I'd like to call to our virtual stage a businesswoman and a talk show from New York City. She has also been in activism for 20 years. She's previously the president of Asian African Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the USA chapter, and of course, our very first elected president of Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs. It's my honor to call you and introduce you here in our virtual stage, Dr. Monica Grant. Dr. Grant, take it away.
Yay, that was super efficient, Rico. I appreciate you. We're gonna keep this show on the road. I'm gonna take you everywhere I go. One, thank you all for being here. I appreciate your time. This is Saturday. Y'all really could be anywhere and you're here with us. So we appreciate just the connection and the ability to connect with our spirits and our higher power. I want to say thank you to Kelly and Rico for starting this off and getting us in the right spirit. And when I think about purpose, I know my purpose for today, right now, is just one, to allow the spirit, our creator, to give me the voice and the message that reaches your heart and makes the connection with you to understand what the heck I'm saying. But sometimes I might stutter, but if you can feel what I'm saying, then you get the message and then we're communicating. So That is my purpose. I want to articulate why we have been gathering for the past, I guess, 2 months to build a social learning platform, why we've been building and working towards internet broadband projects and local communities throughout the world. These are things that we've had ideas for and we've been slowly chugging along. And so I want to catch everybody up to speed with what the Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs, that's such a challenging word, so don't worry if you stumble over it. I want to catch you up to speed about who we are, what we have intentions to do, and how you can get involved, because it's all about, you know, us coming together, working with each other, and doing great things for this world. And the beautiful thing about our club is that we are online. We are the first online Rotary Club for entrepreneurs. So we bosses, right? We do our thing, right? And then we're all around the world. So we have an opportunity to use those connections, and thank God to Corona for forcing us to sit down and connect with each other virtually, for us to be able to say, hey, I can go to Amsterdam right now. I can go to New York. I can go to Dallas. I can go to the Philippines and Singapore. I can be in India right now, all by the grace of Zoom. So let me share my platform with you. And then I'll get into a short presentation. And then after I speak, what we're going to do is allow leaders of different teams to speak, so you can kind of learn more about what each team is working on and maybe where you might find yourself a home. And please feel free to use the chat. I know you already been using it. Share your LinkedIn, share your contact information, get to know one another. And this video will be recorded, and I can send it out to everybody just in case you want to play it back, hear it again. Okay. Can you see my screen? Make it a nod. Yes. All right. Hold on. Yay. I see the claps. Thank you. I'm trying to move my screen over. Okay. Can you still see my screen? All right, perfect. So state of our club, you know, it's kind of like the presidential state of the country address. So this is the state of our club. We are a new club. We are a baby. We were chartered on March 25th, 2022. Our charter president could not be here, Justin Hogashan. He's actually on an important trip right now. But he brought this idea to me about starting a Rotary Club for entrepreneurs. It was the top of the year in January. And he said, hey, me and a few others have been working on this. Would you like to be a part of it? And I said, yeah, you know, anything that Justin's a part of, I'm down with. And so Justin is based out of the Philippines. He's from Singapore, based out of the Philippines. And so we always knew that it was going to be based in Southeast Asia. And so we got chartered in March 25th. On March 25th, that's when the official process started. He asked me if I wanted to be president, and I said, sure, but actually I would prefer if there was an election and people could, you know, vote. And so I was elected in February before we got chartered. And so I'm your first elected president. So thank you everyone that voted for me. And if you didn't vote for me, it's okay. I'm here to serve you too. And, and my presidential term does not take place. It does not begin until July 2022. So what that means is what we've been doing up until this point has been a lot of planning what we want our club to look like, as well as this term to look like. So the burden that's on me and the responsibility that's on me is to lay down the foundation for the future of this club. When I researched Rotary clubs, a lot of them don't make it past their third year. And so it was really important for me to have a long-lasting, sustainable club. So you'll see, particularly around the learning platform, sustainability. We want to be sustainable. If I look back in 10 years and this club is not still flourishing, I would be upset, you know? And so I'm kind of looking towards the future. How do I build the right pillars now and then empower everyone that's involved to ensure, hey, Krista, come on in, to empower everyone to where when my term is up, I don't have to run again. I don't want to run again. I'm not a dictator. I want people to be empowered to where they know I can step up and to be the president. So I hope that I'm looking at the next president on this call right now. Or we're recruiting the next president. You know, I have no intentions on being here in this seat for 10 years. I feel like everyone has the power to be the president of a Rotary Club, and everyone should have that opportunity. And so I share my process with you all because one day you'll be a part of that process as well. Whether it's the Rotary or your own, you know, your own organization. So those are club facts. We're newer babies. So take that in mind when you think about what we've been doing for the past few months and what we intend to do this year. Let's go back to the action plan. So most of you have read the extensive action plan. This is it summed up. This is our inaugural year. We intend to develop and execute sustainable projects. Monica, I'm gonna meet you, baby. Thank you. Love you. We will develop and execute sustainable projects that inspire people to join our club and invest their time in accomplishing worthy goals. So what I added to this one from the actual action plan, and so I'm always updating it, is to execute sustainable projects. You know, it's great to have ideas. It's great to, you know, sit around and, you know, hey, we could do this, but we have to execute sustainable projects. And so, you know, we need a lot of minds, you know, that are part of these projects to make sure that we can bring them to life. And we want projects that inspire people to join our club, to join Rotary, and to grow our movement, to grow the Rotary Club. Rotary has been around since 1905, started in Chicago. And the club was for, you know, people in the community to come together and do right, have charity projects, do humanitarian projects. And so we want to continue on that legacy. You know, we have over 37,000 clubs all around the world doing amazing humanitarian efforts locally. We now have the opportunity to do this online, and in the bigger scheme, because we are global, we now have people in different countries. We can have multiple local projects going on. So this is a big deal. This is a really big deal. Our mission, we want to actualize a world of peace and harmony by facilitating the growth and development of social entrepreneurs and accelerating the proliferation of conscious business practices. We are a club of entrepreneurs. We cannot get around that. That's who we are. And so what we want to do is help to bring a better light to entrepreneurship. You know, it's so easy to say, you know, billionaires are evil, they're this or that. But the truth is, and I did my dissertation on conscious business practices and how it can actually bring about world peace. Businesses with the right business strategies can bring about healing in communities. And so if we focus on social entrepreneurship in communities that are struggling, communities that are suffering, communities that need clean water, communities that need support for women and children, communities that need broadband, you know, even to access online opportunities or to build a business empire, to bring wealth into their economy, wealth into their communities. There's ways to do that, you know, through social entrepreneurship. And so that's going to be a primary focus of this term. Our vision is to empower entrepreneurs with solutions for their communities. So even though we're online and we're talking to, you know, everyone in this space, we want these resources and these tools to be applied locally in your community. So it goes back to the saying global but local, right? Now, our focus for 2022, 2023, just this year, one, raise awareness about Rotary. I know that when I started talking to people about joining Rotary or just learning more, you know, it's like, hey, I've heard about it, but I don't know exactly what Rotary is. Can you explain it to me? That's actually a good place to be, you know, where people have heard it, they've heard the branding. It's good branding, they feel positive about it, but they just don't know. What we want to do is let people know what Rotary does. You know, we're humanitarians, we work on humanitarian projects. And also we're successful people too. We're successful people in our own lives coming together to come together for a higher purpose. We're going to work on international humanitarian projects. Our first one is going to be a social entrepreneurial platform. Our VP of Technology, Lonnie, and our Executive VP, Kelly, will speak more about that shortly. But our social entrepreneur platform is a learning platform where we're going to help educate and create a movement and a meeting hub for social entrepreneurs all around the world. Our fourth focus is bridging the digital divide. Now, when we speak about online platform, only certain people have access to online platforms. You know, you have to have great internet. You have to have a certain capacity to access online, right? And this is where the next economic wealth gap is going to be created, and is being created right now. It's in the digital divide. There's countries and there's areas that have blackouts and internet shortages, right? While there's certain areas that don't. And so the areas that cannot have that access to high quality internet, Wi-Fi, wireless, they're going to lag behind other countries and other areas that do have it, you know? And so what we want to do is identify areas that we can go into and help, you know, either partner with local companies, build internet cafes, you know, just do needs assessment and figure out where we can help and what's our capacity. And fifth, health and wellness. So right now, all of us are sitting down on our behinds, and we've been doing that all Corona. And so we know that through this process, a lot of us have put on that Corona 19 pounds, that Corona 30, whatever. And so what we want to do as a people is to focus on our health, as well as focus on the health of women, focus on the health of children. We want to make sure that the next generation actually can grow up. And I know that we have people on the call that are for sustainability, they're for the environment. And so we want all of that infused into these projects, because if we do all this and it doesn't last after a year or two and the community doesn't accept it, I feel like it was all for naught. And so what we want to do is, when we think about projects that fall underneath these focuses, is how do we make it sustainable? And how do we help communities grow what we're helping them develop? And so that's the action plan for this year. Just a little bit about what's our roles here. Can you see the whole screen? You can't see the whole screen? Okay, let me.
Yeah, you may need to share it to
share it again.
Share it again.
Let me do it again. All good. So the next screen is our pathway to success. How do we get there? Can you see it now? Perfect. So our pathway to success. What was very important to me when I think about sustainability is how are we going to fund these projects, right? How do we do this? You need money. And so the great part about us being entrepreneurs is that we're not afraid to go get money. We're not afraid to ask for money. And if you are afraid, we can help you with that. But that's a part of the business world, right? Bringing in revenue so you can continue to grow and focus on things that are important to you. So within this club, I didn't want to be dependent upon Rotary grants. Now, the Rotary Foundation offers global grants as well as district grants. The district grants could be, I believe, like $5,000 to $10,000, and the global grants anywhere from $30,000 to $400,000, and they'll match you. It's a matching program. What I wanted is, one, to have an ongoing way of fundraising, but that didn't necessarily feel like fundraising. We were offering a service, right? And so sitting down initially in like the initial days, speaking with Kelly, and I'm like, I want to educate people. I want to bring in these different speakers. And she was like, oh, so you just want a platform? Yeah, we want a platform. And so through a conversation with her, we brought Lonnie into the conversation. And it's like, we call it the toolbox. And so this toolbox, we became the Social Entrepreneur Toolbox, is an educational platform that supports entrepreneurs. We offer live classes, mentorship programs, and there is a fee. It's at affordable rates. And what it does is it'll provide a stream of income for us to then apply our funds towards these international projects. So say right now, at this point of the year, most Rotary clubs or districts are out of funding. We have to wait till July to get new funding. I don't want to have to wait for a project. Say if there's there's a war in Ukraine going on right now, right? There was kidnapping in Nigeria. There's a lot of things going on in the world that we don't want to have to wait for funding to come in. And so if we could have our own economic system, our own revenue stream to fund our chapter, we can then really be philanthropic entrepreneurs and go where we want and do some real work, And not saying that people aren't doing real work, but I feel like because we are entrepreneurs already, we have an advantage of thinking outside the box. And so the Social Entrepreneur Toolbox was created out of this thought. Now, the platform is an online platform, right? Now, when we talk about going global, but still being local, all of us are in different countries. All of us have a different lens on what our communities need, what what organizations we should partner with. And so this leaves room for the Country Directors Program. Each person, well, I guess each country can have its director or representative. If there's multiple, we can figure that out. But a person that leads this partnership with NGOs, partnering with organizations, and figuring out what is the best, projects for us to focus on. That is the next step of our focus. And I think that's going to start once we launch the platform. The Country Directors Program will take more hold. Right now, we have people that are kind of in position, but right now the learning platform is the most important because that's where our funding is going to come from. Once we have a country directors in place, we will then identify international projects to work on. So internet cafes, health events, restarter programs, business accelerators, anything that you can think of, it'll happen within the project's arena. With the right people to tell us, well, Liberia needs this and Nigeria needs this, but the Philippines need this and India needs this. We want to have that collective call to figure out, in that collective effort to figure out what makes sense in different areas and different regions. And I'll be clear, all of this is their ideas, right? We don't know what's going to happen until we really get into the meat of it, until we really figure out what makes sense and what's most doable with what we're working on. What we're working with. To support these efforts, we have communications, we have media, we have international partners, we have global fundraising to help make all of this happen. Like I said, we have ideas, but if we can't execute them, then we're just doing nothing really. And so we want to make sure that we're promoting what we do. We're bringing awareness to Rotary, we're bringing awareness to our club. We're communicating what we need and who we need to be a part of us. We're bringing in international partners that can, help us get a learning platform. We partner with Yes Tech Solutions to put our learning platform on their learning platform. We need funds, so we have a global fundraiser. Shout out to Chris and Lalito. And so this beautiful sun is what helps the baby seed grow into a tree. Hope y'all, like my visuals. All right, next slide. These are the roles that we already have in place. Many of you will see your names. I don't necessarily think I have to read through it, but as you can see, there's a lot of people that are already taking leadership roles. And everyone that comes into the group does not have to be a leader, but we like them to be. You don't have to necessarily have a title. But there is a lot of work that needs to be done to accomplish, this action plan. So we have our media, we have our communication, we have our fundraising team, we have our technology team, our entrepreneurial development team. We have our climate guy, Domenico, who does a little bit of everything. So shout out to him. He didn't want a professional title. So I was like, you'll be my climate guy. So we have a lot of people on board. And so as we recruit, as we bring in more members and more people that want to be a part of this, if they don't want a title, they just want to be a part of your team. They want to be a part of the communications team. They want to be part of the fundraising team, or we need to develop a new media team. Those things will sprout as we grow. But I want to show you that this is the structure of what we're building right now. And so you'll see many people on this call today. Look at little baby, he's so cute. And how do you join us? Become a Rotarian, join us. To join us, it is $240 annual membership dues. Now I know some people are like, oh my goodness, you ain't tell me I gotta pay no money. Yes, $240 goes to the Rotary Foundation. For some people, that's nothing. For other people, it might be something very significant in your life. And so for me, I don't like to waste any money. I don't like to waste $10. And so for me, when I think of paying $240 for an organization, I paid $500 for an organization. I look at what is my win? What am I getting out of it? And so it's very important to me when I speak to people that are thinking about joining Rotary, I want you to think about that. Like, what are you getting out of this? Are you getting connections? Are you getting an opportunity to work on something very significant that you might not have the opportunity to? What is your win? Is it, what is it? I know for me, when Justin asked me to run for president, I was nervous. For me, as the president, I get an experience of working with amazing people that have to listen to me. Oh my goodness. That's a whole different world, because as a kid, I'm like, listen to me. Now it's like, oh, I'm the president. I'm really the president. It's pressure when you get here, so I got to do it right. But I know this experience is going to take me to places that I can't even imagine, and I just know that everyone on this call and everyone that is really coming, within these past two months, have been amazing. And so I'm just allowing spirit to take me wherever I'm supposed to go, right? But I know that I'm on path. And so I know this is a part of my path. And so when I think of the 240, it's like, all right, if that's the cost to play, to be a part of this and to be blessed even more, great. And so I want people to be clear on that. Is there a certain skill set that you want to learn? Rico said, hey, I want to try my shot at, being the communications lead. Awesome. Because in his career, he leads teams in personal development. So I can already see how that's important for him and him mastering this craft and becoming, a leader in this space. So, talk to me about it. Talk to us about it. Talk about, what you want to gain from just being a member, because we're here to, to make sure that these projects are fulfilled. And so if I can help you win, I'm here because we need you. We need your information. We need your connections. We need your mind. We need your brilliant mind. We need your spirit that wants to improve this world. We need you. So however we can make this a win-win, a mutually win-win relationship, I'm here for it. So don't ever be afraid to talk about a win-win relationship with me, because I'm here for it. So once you pay your dues, and because we're a new chapter, we have not started collecting dues yet. We're probably going to start collecting either the end of this month or in June, before we take office in July. But once you pay your dues, create a profile on rotary.org, become an official Rotarian. We want you to join a leadership team that we're going to speak about in a few moments. Represent your country. Let us know what's going on in your country, and then uphold the legacy of Rotary International. Be a good person that we know you are. So this is my run through of what our club is to be. If you want to reach out to me, that's how you find me. I think you all know how to find me anyways, but you can screenshot that. So I know I went fast, but there's a lot of information. Thank you so much. There's a lot of information that, it kind of unfolds and it develops over time as well. What I would like to transition to is Rico is going to introduce the teams. And I want you to learn how this action plan is actually being developed in real time, so you can see maybe how you all fit in. And also, if you're a part of other clubs, feel free to say, hey, I want to be part of this. I want to be part of that as well. Or I know people that, would be great for this club. So let's keep this meeting going, this conversation going, as Rico says, and wishing you all a great conversation.
Wonderful. President Monica, thank you very much for sharing with us all those information, the plans, the status, and what we want to do as a team here. So as President Monica said, we are now proceeding with the introduction of our team members. So for the first one, the Social Entrepreneur Toolbox, I'd like to call to our virtual stage the Vice President of Technology, Lonnie Johnson. Hello, Lonnie. Take it away.
Good morning, Rico. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. Grant, for such a brilliant presentation. It's great to see all you guys together. I've been scrolling through the visuals and seeing everyone's faces. It's amazing to see all of us together on one platform, but that's the benefit of having great technology. And that's also the benefit of having great broadband that everyone doesn't have. So thank you guys for attending this morning. As Dr. Monica said, as well as Rico stated, my name is Lonnie Johnson. I'm the VP of Technology for the Rotary Club. I'm here to introduce you to the overall thought process behind the Social Entrepreneur Toolbox. And once I complete my overview, I'll be passing the mic along to Kelly. All right, there you go. Right. So let's go into a little bit of thought process about the Rotary Toolbox. We are developing an affordable digital learning platform to advance the social entrepreneur community with business knowledge and mentors to encourage the growth and sustainable business models that address the mission of the Rotary International. Let's talk about a few of our goals. A few of our goals to start is to increase the number of social entrepreneurs in the world. Uh, a lot of people really don't understand what a social entrepreneur is. So what we want to do is we want to highlight what does that exactly mean to be a social entrepreneur, and what are the benefits to have social entrepreneurship on such a international website, to fund international humanitarian projects. um, when Dr. Grant was speaking just a minute ago, it meant a lot for us to be a part of this particular group, because as there are disasters and there are issues all over the world, all of us that are on this meeting platform right now, we have a unique stance that we could take. If issues are happening, we can say, "Hey, Dr. Grant, there's an issue in Italy. There's an issue in Asia. There's an issue, wherever it is," and we'll be able to reach into our toolbox and pull out a solution to help that particular location. We're aiming to increase the Rotary membership. 60% of the profits, 60% of the profit fund international humanitarian projects are led by the Rotary Club. Uh, Another one of our goals is 40% of the profits raised will be used to invest into the platform for sustainable growth. We'll be ready to launch our social entrepreneur toolbox app by July 2022 this year. How do you join us? Uh, so Dr. Monica gave us a little bit of instruction, and she shared, which you'll probably share again, or you can take a snapshot of how to connect with us. But we do have a thread on the WhatsApp that she'll be bringing everyone in to that particular software. But if you can't get into the software, you can always reach me. My name is Lonnie Johnson. I'm the VP of Technology. You can reach me at 214-649-8317. We meet every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom. So if you're available and would like to reach out, or if you would like to join our meetings, we will be posting it in the WhatsApp, and you can reach us at my phone number, or we have emails that we'll be sharing throughout the meeting in the chat box for those who need to contact me. Again, my name is Lonnie Johnson. I'm the VP of Technology. I'll be passing the mic to Kelly Keefe, who will introduce you to our course outline. Kelly. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a hand raised. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lonnie. I just got word that we need to have Domenico go next first before we
Oh,
proceed to
okay.
Kelly. Yeah.
Go ahead,
So,
Domenico.
Thank you, Mike. Sorry for that, but unfortunately, I need to leave in a few minutes, but I will be brief, and I will give the space to Kelly. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Domenico Vito. I'm the climate guy on the organization, basically because I deal with climate and especially air quality in my life. And also I'm the coordinator of the Climate Social Forum, that is like a platform that's properly dealing with the climate and social issues. And I'm also observer to the negotiation on climate, the UNFCCC. And so that's why my name, the climate guy. And I'm very glad that to be here. I have to thank all of you, but especially Monica and Justin, that has really let me know about this Rotary group that I think is very fresh in respect to other Rotaries, and so that's why I decided to join, and I will be very glad to contribute. Just to say two things about the activities that I'm running here. Actually, I'm involved into the group that is working on the toolbox, but particularly another thing, together with Monica and other Rotary friends from all over, from especially Ukraine, we are running a group for supporting Ukraine. One of the big issues that also Monica mentioned is the war there in Ukraine. Some of us already are doing something regarding humanitarian aid, helping refugees and so on. But with Monica, we decided also to create a special attention into this chapter regarding Ukraine. Basically now we are organizing and we are understanding what we can do. But eventually, if you can be interested to join and to collaborate with this initiative, I'll give you into the chat the link of the chat that we are using for organizing and coordinate, and also I leave my contact in case you want to collaborate specifically on the issue of the war in Ukraine. So thank you for the space, and I'll give the floor to Kelly. Thank you very much.
Hey, Domenico, before you leave, can we take a group picture with everybody?
Sure.
And if you could turn on your camera, please do so. All right, look at y'all beautiful faces. I see y'all. All right, where's Lalito? He likes to smile. Where's he at? I see you, Robbie. Come on, Robbie. Lalito, there we go. I can see you. All right, counting down. Robbie got his mask on. You can smile too. There we go. 1, 2, 3, cheese. One more. There we go. Awesome. Thank you, Domenico, for your presentation. All right, next up is Kelly.
Thank you, Domenico, the Climate Guide. It's the best title ever. Hello, everyone again. I'm Kelly Keefe. I'm the founder of the Heart Space. I support others in optimizing their life with mind, body, and spirit. I'm also the executive VP. I was very graciously invited into this role to support Dr. Monica Grant. And immediately I knew that it was exactly what was meant to be. And as the platform has been unfolding, I'm spearheading the component of the course development, meaning what is the curriculum that is needed, and then also supporting the teachers we bring in for the different courses that they feel that they really want to share with others. And how do we teach that in a bite-sized way, and also to keep a consistency within the curriculum. So even 10 years from now, when the platform's still going, there's a consistency to the archives of the different education that is made available. And so I actually put the very basic slides. I wanted to be clear, concise, and basic, but I do have a visual. Could I possibly be able to share that? I don't know if I'm able to.
Yes, you should.
All right, awesome. Cool. Okay, so the way that we're working is we want to invite in first Rotary members that are part of the chapter. So everyone here, if there's something that you consider yourself an expert in, or there's an area that you would love to extend your wisdom to others, this applies to you. This also applies to those who are not a part of the Rotary member as we start our marketing and our expansion. The way that it works is we will have an application that is available for you to submit what is the area of expertise that you want to teach in, why, a little bit of your background, because we want to make sure that we are still in integrity and a credibility of those who are teaching our youth and the young ones moving forward. So we go through, if the application is accepted, the teacher will then make a pay a donation of sorts for that space. We have a different rate for Rotary members and non-members. It's a small fee, but it just supports in the movement of the mission at large. As a teacher, if you're accepted and we get everything set, you'll receive the course outline, which I'll show you a very rough draft of where we're at with it. So it's more like a plug and play. So we really want to minimize the amount of time and investment that you have to put in to be able to serve and share your knowledge, because this is a volunteer-based role within the toolbox. So it'll be a plug and play of how you set up your course development, and you'll receive the date of when you'll be teaching. You'll attend a live training the first Tuesday of the month that you are teaching. So if you are, in July, the first week Tuesday of July, you'll be attending a 60-minute call that will be bringing you through how the YesTech technology works, any final questions you have about your course, and going through the things of that. So you're fully supported and you're going in knowing how the technology works and how to sign on to class. You will share your 2-hour class, or whomever is teaching will share a 2-hour class on their date. And then you'll share feedback with us, and you'll also receive feedback from the students and clients. So we want to make it very simple, streamlined process. You have something that you want to share, you want to teach, fill out the application, and then we'll support you in putting that together in a very bite-sized course and moving through. This is the outline of the schedule we have for our launch come July. So we have the first group of teachers and courses in development right now. We'll be rolling this out, for the next 2 years as more teachers apply. So if there's something moving through you now, you can reach out to me today. You could throw it in the chat box and we could get you on the schedule already as we're rolling through. So July 5th, we'll be having our first group training call. And then we're going to be going through fundraising. We really sat with what are things that social entrepreneurs and all human beings, but social entrepreneurs in particular for this chapter, what is it that they need to know? What are things that we wish we knew when we got started? And how can we support these beings in a curriculum that is whole and well-rounded? So you'll notice on here, we have mental and emotional health. We have your blockchain and digital literacy. We go into leadership, connectivity. There's spirituality and entrepreneurship, social media marketing. How do you properly outsource and delegate? Lord knows that is something that I fought for a long time that I wish someone would have really sat with me and taught me how to do so I could grow and be sustainable as well. And then we have sustainability for entrepreneurs, and then maximizing our ROI. And for us within this chapter, the ROI is a twofold. Our ROI, we're always looking at what is, of course, the return of investment as business owners, but also what is our ripple of impact. So we really want to hone in for social entrepreneurs to really look at how we can continue to raise both of these. So this is an outline for those who are attending. It's $45 for them to come take a class. And then we're also going to offer an annual membership. So they can pay, the $199 if they're in the chapter and $299 if they wish to stay out of the chapter, but they do want to invest in the value that's coming through with the curriculum. So as I said, there's something moving through you, and you might not be the teacher, but there's an area that you're like, we know that social entrepreneurs need to be learning this. Please feel free to put it in the chat box, or, let me know. Otherwise, always open for feedback and, what we feel our young ones need to know and learn. So, this is an open discussion of what they need to learn and what our curriculum needs to look like moving forward. Again, we wanted to break it down because people's attention spans are not as long as they used to be, especially our younger generations. So within the 2-hour class, it's almost like we're going to have 4 mini lessons. So we're going to be supporting in the training, how do you take your concept of the digital literacy and break into 4 smaller lessons, 25 minutes each, and then there'll be a break. So we're going to allow them to receive these 4 main pieces of information with time to digest. And within each of the series, there's the lesson material, homework to submit through the YesTech platform. And then we'll also give them a lab or some sort of hands-on application. So we know that they're truly walking what they have received. How can they immediately embody it and implement it into their business or into their projects? And we're going to recommend to all students they join the chapter so that they can implement it into the projects there and their own, and have a community component of really applying everything that they have learned and immediately implementing. Where we are at and what we need teachers. As you see, we have throughout the summer set, but of course we would love to have your expertise shared with the future generations that are coming, or extend this project to those that one, they already teach online classes and they would like to do more. It's a skill set they would like to learn. As we all know, within the Heart space, I lead 8-week and 6-week programs throughout. And so course development and course launches is a part of my area of genius that I'm excited to begin to share more and more with entrepreneurs as we move forward. So perhaps there's someone who, you know, it's a skill set they would like to learn, and they have so much information to bring forth. We need teachers. Through the whole experience, it's about a 4-hour volunteer time we're asking. The 2 hours of the masterclass, the hour training, and then probably about an hour of prep for their class. We will need also a monthly training call leader, someone who will get familiar with the Yes Tech platform and can meet the monthly teachers and run them through, make sure they feel supported. We'll need administrative support with the scheduling, making sure everyone has everything that's needed. And then as we start to receive back the information and the feedback from students from the classes, someone who really enjoys data. I know y'all are out there. I have a couple of friends who that's their thing, and I'm so grateful they exist. So if that is you, or you know someone that is, we need you. We need you. And I'm so excited to get so excited by how excited you are by data. And we're looking at about 3 hours volunteer time, every quarter, kind of going through and looking at what we have there. So my WhatsApp is here. That is my email.co, is not a typo. And please feel free to reach out if you are knowing you want to step into more of that teaching role, or you know someone who does, or you just have questions and ideas for the curriculum. I am here. I am available, and just really passionate to be here. Thank you. Let me stop sharing my screen.
And I think I'm supposed to go next. Thank you, Executive Vice President Kelly, for sharing those. And hello again, everyone. I'm Rico, the Vice President for Communications of our dear club, Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs. And I'll just be brief of what we're intending to do with the communications team. First is the main purpose of the communications team is to create initiatives that would help educate our target audiences, and of course, our internal membership body of what we intend to do, the projects that we have, and everything that needs to be disseminated. It can be even the message of our dear club president, a message from our vice presidents. It's just to inform, keep everyone informed, keep everyone engaged, and externally help and support the marketing initiatives of our club to increase membership based on the targets that we will be setting. So I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you that if you're that guy, that woman, that girl, that lady, that man who is into creating messages, into creating copyrights, if you're into creating strategies on how we can attract memberships from outside, or how you can help engage the internal memberships, feel free to join our team. I'll be sending out my contact details here in our Zoom chat. You may download it, you may save it. Of course, my email address, I'll also be sending it. And in the next week, we're finalizing the exact date, but in the next week, we will be having a quick brainstorming session, a brief brainstorming session on the communications plan, so we can finalize an actual direction in terms of communications, supporting the agenda, the objectives presented by our club president, Dr. Monica Grant. Thank you, and I now pass the virtual stage to our fundraising guy, the funds team, vice president of fundraising fundraising. Is he a guy or a girl? I'd like to call to the
She's a
virtual stage.
beautiful woman. Her name is
Beautiful
Chris.
woman. Krisa. Hi, Krisa. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Or
Can
is-
everyone hear me?
Okay, Krisa, you can go ahead, yeah?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Good evening, guys. Thank you for coming over tonight here in Manila. Lito, if should I get connected, please cover for me. You're here, Lito, right?
Yep, sure.
Yeah, sure. All right. So, Dr. Monica, it would be great if you could share my slide, please.
Give me 2 minutes. I don't know what happened to it. Tell us more about
No
yourself.
problem. Yeah, sure. I'm Krisa. I'm technically heading or facilitating the team for the fundraising. As Dr. Monica have said, we all have these wonderful ideas in, making an impact. Primarily, I'm very excited to be working with you guys in this one-of-a-kind Rotary Club, wherein we're not confined in a space, in a locality, in a country, yet we are united virtually, just to prove the point that this concept would work. And I'm working primarily with Dr. Monica, Kelly, and the rest of the team, specifically Lito, with the funds team, basically to act as the backbone, providing whatever support in terms, financially, for whatever we may be having, be it, for example, internet cafes, virtual campaigns, among other things. So our team is really dedicated to supporting, making the club sustainable, and also coming up with ingenious ideas on how we can best give our time and efforts, in a way that could lead or make it worth our while as well. So thank you. Dr. Monica, can you go to the next slide, please? So technically, the fundraising team is responsible for developing business partner or funders program. We are also assigned in creating 12 to 24 months of fundraising plan. And of course, in line with that, we will be writing grants for RCPD. We would also be assigned to research and curating revenue streams to projects. I am really urging you guys, if you have an experience in fundraising or you really have this heart to be of help to us in any way, then we are also open to, doing some capacity building as well. So technically, we have a very lean team. Lito is the one who's the head of project management, project finance, doing the financial modeling, among other things. So don't be overwhelmed in those terms. But technically, we can make sense of the modeling. We can make sure that we can project the needs the needs of each project, and then of course translating it to different initiatives on how to come up with different packages to be able to support each initiative. And we also are appealing to those who have proven track record in writing successful high-value fundraising proposals, and who also somehow has experience in securing funding from different sources of funding. Lita and I have years of experience in advisory for different private clients here in the Philippines and also in abroad. So we kind of know each other pretty well. We also had this idea that if we can come up with a lean team or dream team, that we can give whatever efforts we have professionally to this team that we're creating, so you might be able to learn hard value skills within our team. We also are appealing if you have also good understanding of international development programs. That would be an asset for us. And of course, if you can also write well researched or compelling, convincing, creative, and tailored grant application, that would be great. The last slide would be Dr. Monica. So what are our key duties? First, of course, research. As much as we could, we will be the one to take on in leading the research of new income streams. What's exciting is, of course, we can curate. As entrepreneurs as we are, we can curate high quality funding proposals that we can see that there are angles within our stakeholders. And then, of course, as we curate those attractive proposals to existing funding sources, such as within the sphere of the Rotary Global chapters. It's as I've said, the concept of our club is very unique and very unique, and we are not bound by certain localities. So that's why our goal also is to tap outside of the circle of Rotary Global chapters. And in line with that, it is our goal also to have this long-term relationship with our partners, ensuring that we have, the usual relationship management, regular contact updates and reports, those kinds of things that we can develop along the way as we partner with each and every organization. And then, of course, income generation, generate income from funding sources across a number of projects with, of course, targets. We're focusing really on certain grants that we can make sure that, of course, our efforts are well paid off as well. And of course, some follow through with regards to submission of funding application, whether within the global chapter or outside. So what are our advantages of joining the funds team? So first and foremost, there is an immense opportunity, a networking opportunity with institutional investors, could be donors, trusts, and foundations. In addition to that, Rotary Global Grant and outside sources of funding of Rotary ecosystem. The beauty of the team is, of course, you will be in the forefront of deal-making opportunities within the Rotary Global chapter. I believe Kelly and the rest of the team also have identified that we have a lot of synergistic opportunities within the global chapters per se. So we will be the one to, pitch to them, create relationship, and be in the pioneering team of what we do. And of course, as we create opportunities, relationship, that's why we joined this team as well, of course, to expand our network. And lastly, can you just move the, yeah. Thank you so much. Of course, as I've said, you will be part of the pioneering team, which will be responsible of curating campaigns and activities to support all RCPE global campaigns. So should you be interested to join our team, you can get in touch with me directly or with Lito or, of course, Dr. Monica. So I believe that's it. May I pass the mic back to Rico? Thank you so much for your time, guys. Looking forward to working with you.
Thank you, Kriza, for the wonderful presentation. And now for our Rotaract Club, the VP of Youth Development, I'd like to call to the virtual stage, Vice. Vice, take it away. You're on mute.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. My name is Thijs Struik-Kafci. It's something like Matthew Bush, and Kafci is from my Iranian wife and means happiness. So I'm a happy Bush. I'm the founder and creator of the Sustainability Games, which is an engaging e-learning platform for sustainability. And I first want to check in on my purpose, as Rico asked when starting this conversation today. So I want to contribute to the sustainability of everything. It's based on the philosophy of Tim Ingold that everything in the world is connected. There are no separate things. Everything is one. And in that concept, I want to change the world having fun. So that's why I created the Sustainability Games. And I want to engage, educate, and activate young professionals and professionals to work on sustainability. And in that perspective, I'm guided by one very important wisdom, and that is that you need to look 7 generations into the future. When you're acting now, you have to look what that means for 7 generations after yourself. So that might mean that you have to think about what we are doing now has an impact in 100 or 200 years. And from that perspective, I think Dr. Monica Grant and I met, and to see what role I could have within the Rotary Club for Sustainable Entrepreneurs. And I would like to support the Rotary Club for Philanthropical Entrepreneurs on the perspective of youth development, and I want to check in a little bit on that more. So in the last 15 years, I've seen that if guided humbly and correctly, young people are powerful, they're creative, they're intelligent, and they're effective. Those assets are very important. And because they are in many cases seen as harmless, they don't have any stake yet in what's happening around them. They can use their assets to pierce the system much deeper than you and I might be able to. And we have to pierce the system, because if we don't change the system, the global system, the sustainability of everything is really at stake, as we can see at all global events in the last 30 to 40 years. So in the Netherlands, I initiated a powerful youth lobby and guided 40 youth organizations to negotiate a treaty with the majority of the Dutch parliament to reach SDG 4. Of the SDGs, the 70 SDGs, SDG 4 is about quality education for sustainable development. And you need education for sustainable development to enable sustainable development, right? So we need to understand what sustainability is and how to act upon it. It's something we have to learn as a collective. So I believe that if we can work on sustainability and education worldwide, globally, that's what my purpose is, then we can reach sustainable development as a whole. So what I really like about this club of, and I don't really understand what the Rotary is yet. I'm very new into this domain of districts and chapters and clubs and charters, and I don't really understand it yet, but I'll learn probably. So I understand that normally clubs are for local communities, but this club is for the global community, and that Rotaracts are the young Rotarians, and they're united in local Rotaracts. So it would be very great if I could help to develop a global Rotaract where we can invite young leaders to work together on global issues. And of course, global issues can only be solved if they're having effect locally. So, you know, I don't have a plan yet because I just started Thursday. We're thinking about it, and I see myself as a candidate for this job. And if you have any ideas about how to fulfill this mission to create a global platform for sustainability and education led by young people, then I'm very open to the discussion. Thank you very much. Silent.
Thank you, guys, for sharing your portion. And now I think we have one last for the mentor program / country leadership / international projects team. I'd like to call to our virtual stage our president-elect, Dr. Monica Grant. Dr. Monica, take it.
It's me again. I wanted to wrap up all the other groups. Hello again. Thank you all for your presentations. Amazing. I'm really inspired to join all of your groups if I'm not a part of them already. I think you all did very well and you prepared very well. So I'm proud of each and every one of you. So as this develops on, I foresee a mentorship program being created, and that's going to require another team to be developed to structure the program and implement it. And so that's a team that I'm looking for people that are interested in being a part of that. Either you've been a part of a mentorship group, mentorship club, or you just see yourself as a mentor and want to be a part of that. Please reach out to me if you're interested in being a part of this team that has yet to be formed. The international projects team will need to be formed soon as well, as we get deeper into the broadband ideas and internet cafes. And so people that are interested, particularly the country directors, people that want to represent their country, whether you're in Ghana, you're in Nigeria, you're in America, we have yet to appoint or designate who these country directors are. But in some countries, like in Amsterdam, hey, it's you, you Happy Bush, it's you, But if we get another one, you might have to fight for it. So we'll see. But for other places where there's multiple people, we'll designate who is the official country director, because it will be some extra effort, right? There will be partnerships that need to be made, outreach that needs to be made. So it's beyond the title. If you're coming to this organization just so you want a title on LinkedIn and you don't do no work, this ain't for you. There is work that are behind these titles. And so when you become a country director, we need you to represent your country and let us know what's going on the ground. And so somebody just dropped off. They don't want to do work. It's all good. So yeah, we're all, you can see we're all doing a lot of work, even just in our spare time. We're all making a lot happen right here. So we have the country director group that's going to be formed, the international projects group that's going to be formed, and the mentorship group that's going to be formed. So if you see that, you would like to be a part of something like that, feel free to reach out to me. And based upon what makes sense, we'll figure out who the chairperson of that group is. If you want experience chairing a group and being a chairman or woman or person, this is an opportunity as well to gain leadership experience. And I think, for people that are just coming in and they're new, start to think about, what can you commit? If it's 1 hour a week or if it's 1 hour a month, I will maximize that hour. If you are willing to give it and volunteer with us, we will make the most of your time. And just think about, I don't want anybody to be overwhelmed or to feel like this is a job. This is actually something that when we come together, we laugh, we smile, we actually, I want you to leave feeling lighter and better than you have when you arrive. And so, just think about, what can you commit to? How much time can you commit? And just be honest with yourself. I know that I'm not a morning person, but I can if I need to be. I'm great after 2 p.m., and so just be honest with yourself and we can work with that. And we'll have a further conversation about, everything that was discussed. I know we've been talking at you, but as Rico will kind of transition, we want to hear, what are you thinking? What are you feeling right now? And, how do you feel about the future of our club?
Thank you, Dr. Grant, for sharing your portion. So we've now shared the roles, the teams here. So I believe we are interested. Some of the teams, we are interested in adding value to whatever way we can through the teams that are existing in this club. So to proceed further, I think this is now time for an open conversation. With the permission of our president, this one's supposed to be a breakout session, but if we may, let's just have it as an open conversation so we can start having more camaraderie here, get to know each other even more openly. We can see one another as we all speak in one by one. We're all gonna speak today, not just me or Dr. Monica or the teams. We're gonna hear from you. Yes, we're gonna hear from you. And later, as I hear from you, I'll be drinking my water. So. Just to guide our conversation, I'm sending here a few bullet points. Just go on and check our Zoom chat box. There you go. So you're gonna say once again your name, where are you from, why are you interested in this Rotary Club? So that's a good question. Of course, what teams interest you? We'd like to get to know your thoughts, your insights here. So, Dr. Grant, since you're the president, I'd like to give you the privilege of calling out on the first one you'd like to hear from answering these questions.
Somebody that we haven't heard from. I'm gonna hear from Philip. What's going on, Philip? I ain't heard from you in a minute. Talk to me, Philip.
Hey, Monica, how are you?
I'm blessed.
Hi, everybody. It's great to be here. I've been running errands and I plugged in very late, but I hope to get the videos, the recording, and watch from the beginning. My name is Philip Pochi. I was born and raised in Ghana, and then I migrated to the United States in 2003. I've been in the military since 2003 till now. I retire, hopefully. I lay down my gloves next year. And when Dr. Monica introduced Rotary Club of Philanthropic Entrepreneurs to me, I was really pleased to hear something like that, because I'm an entrepreneur myself. I develop Bluetooth headsets, and I'm also into finance. I'm a financial educator. There you go, mine on. That's it. So I also educate people on finances, where to stash your money that you can retire comfortably and not worry about money, because people normally retire and they outgrow their money. And that's something that happens everywhere in the world. Somebody works for 50, 60, 30, 40 years, retires and doesn't have nothing to live on. So being a global philanthropic club, I think my expertise in mentorship and entrepreneurship would help. And I'm also studying something. I heard something about data. I'm studying data science. So I may use our up and coming club as a learning tool to polish my skills as well. Yeah. So that's me. I'm here in Texas. And nice to meet everybody.
Thanks.
Where you from in Texas? Phil?
I'm right on the border of Texas and Mexico. I'm in El Paso.
Oh yeah, I'm in Dallas.
You're in Dallas?
Yeah.
Nice. I was in Dallas in February for a conference.
I feel like I have coffee here. Two people now from this conversation with person and have coffee.
Monica and I will have virtual coffee all the time. So
it's nice to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you. Glad to work with you.
Nice to meet you. We got to get together.
Right on.
Thank you very much, Philip, for being the first one to take the virtual stage for this open conversation. Now, I have received a request from you know who, on who to call next. Give me a drum roll. And now for the next person. I'm giving you more coffee, even if it's 10:28 p.m. here. Still energetic. Let's give it a drum roll for Pretty. Pretty, you're being called upon to talk next. Hello. How are you doing?
Hi, it's nice to be here. I'm from India, based in Bangalore. And I have been in the corporate sector in many industries, primarily in financial services. And then I quit my job and I had a calling to set up a wellness center. So I did that about 7.5 years ago. And then I started healing people. And then slowly I developed products which complement healing. And now I have a full range of products which are uh, good for immunity, skin, and a whole lot of things. Apart from that, we have a range of herbal teas and also coffee. And recently we've developed charcoal-free incense, which is good for the environment. And we keep adding new products every day based on the demand. And now I'm here to interact and know the community in Rotary, because we are all driven by the same purpose to create products and services for people that help the communities and the environment. So that is what brings me here, and I'm really looking forward to interact with all of you. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah, feel free to give Pretty questions. Feel free to converse with the person who just talked.
Yeah, I suppose Pretty, pleasure to meet you. I was just sending you my calendar link in the chat, or would love to drop in deeper. There's a lot of synergy between us. And I'm curious of, knowing your area of expertise, if there's a call to any of the particular teams, or, more like niching down of where you want to grow or share and serve.
Sure. Actually, I've worn many hats throughout my career. So, I've been a teacher as well in this field, being a spiritual master, and been in financial services. So all the functions I can kind of connect with. So maybe I can, understand more about the role from Monica, and then, come back to you, which would suit me best.
Good to see you, Freddie.
Any more questions, comments, insights before we have the next drum roll? Going once, going twice. All right, we're good. So for the next one, give me a drum roll again. Once again, give me a drum. There you go, there you go, there you go. Woohoo! And the next person is Pomac.
Pomac.
Pomac, woohoo! Pomac. Let's go.
Hi. Hi, good day, everyone. Hi, I wasn't actually expecting my name to be called right now. But hi, I'm actually very excited to be here. Very excited, super excited. I think I'm listening to everyone go through their presentation. I was super excited that I'm really here. Not just that I'm here with my team. I think so far we're getting to properly learn some stuff. And we're also excited to contribute more. I think I would just speak for myself and my organization, and some of my team members that are here. So for the fact that we're here to support social cause, I think that makes a lot of sense for us, because for years we've been trying to build a lot of systems around what we do in order to build systems to help people, a lot of young people though in Africa, to put a lot of systems around a lot of things to see how we can actually support them, make life easier and stuff like that. So I think I really appreciate the fact that we're here. And with the fact that the toolbox, I was very excited when I saw the project. And so far we've even, I think yesterday we had a meeting with Dr. Monica and Mr. Johnson too. So we're even done with some tasks where I ought to conclude. I know I haven't sent it in, so far just towards it, reconstructing the logos and stuff like that, developing some ideas. Personally, I'm a business strategist. I develop strategies for companies, marketing strategies and stuff like that. I teach us all. So yeah, we're looking at around how we can actually make sure we develop the whole system properly and make sure people get to know that this system exists and they use the platform to learn. So I think that's it for now. Thank you so much, everyone. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Brother Pomac. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for for being as excited as you always have been. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Pomac, for joining us. So do you have any questions for Pomac? Going once, going twice, no bidder, no? All right. And for our next drum roll, I'm not gonna stop asking for drum rolls. Let's hear it. Drum roll, please. Here we go for the next person, Albert. Let's go, Albert.
Okay, thank you, Rico. Thank you, Monica. My name is Albert from Ghana, and I'm a member of Consume Ideas Ghana, and we have been on the field with a lot of social interventions for deprived communities. We have built some library. We have done a lot of donations to the deprived communities. So that was what we have been doing so far. And also I'm a territory sales rep for Promasidor Ghana Limited, a food company. And I'm so much interested in social activities. So unfortunately, I was not able to join early. So I would, just like Dr. Philip said, I also check the video and see the projects, the insights, and the focus that we are putting there, and see where I can help best. I'm a field guy, so when it comes to getting to the field, getting projects done, I will be always there to get it done for you. So thank you.
That is
I
great.
see you,
That is
Albert.
great.
I see
Yeah.
you for international projects in Ghana. I see you, Albert. Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'll be there, you know it.
Thank you for being here.
I'll be there.
We've seen a lot of reactions, so maybe we can have questions for Albert. For contestant number 1, Albert, do we have questions for contestant number 1? Going once, going twice, no bidder.
Well, I'll make a comment, not a question. Albert, it would be good for you to connect with Lonnie Johnson to let us know what the internet and broadband capacity is in Ghana. I think that could be something a conversation that we can start having now.
Yeah, that'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will be fine. No problem.
Awesome. Thank you. I'll connect you. I'll give each other numbers, or y'all can do it in the WhatsApp. Put it in the chat.
I'm on it right now.
Put it in
I'm
the
on
chat.
it right now.
Chat. Chat. All right. Go ahead.
And we'll also ask each and every one of you to, well, I'm gonna ask it now, to paste. Don't forget to paste your contact details here in our Zoom chat, because this chat is downloadable to your own computer, so you can save the contact numbers and just reach out to those people who interest you in the near future for collaborations. All right, so don't forget. And for our next drum roll, give me one more, please. Let's go. Woo-hoo! And for the next person, we want to call to the virtual stage, Nina. Is Nina still here?
Oh, she's gone.
Oh no. Call her back. Just okay, with that, we need another drum roll. Drum roll, please. Woo-hoo! And for our next person, Dr. Poe.
Dr. Poe, that was a good one. I like that.
Dr. Poe, hear from you.
They're both called Pomac.
But they're different.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Very much so.
Dr. Poe, are you there?
Did he leave us though?
No,
I think. Now we've run out of the list, Dr. Man.
Okay, so he'll probably come back. It might have been a connection issue. Friday, I saw you with your camera on. Turn it back on so we can see you and meet you, and you can give us who you are, where you're from, what you got going on, and what interests you in our club. Friday, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Friday.
There we go. Talk to us.
Okay, great. So first, before talking, I do love to appreciate Monica Grant for inviting me on such a wonderful platform. So I'm Friday Calvin Peters from Liberia, a founder and a CEO for Change for Life Impact. Change for Life Impact is a non-governmental organization that believes in education, that believes in health, that believes in agriculture, rehabilitation. So surfing Liberia, I'm a proud African that do love to give back to the needy by providing them the ideas and working along with the less fortunate to see them achieve their dream. So, and was invited on such a wonderful platform by Monica. So that's
Thank you, Friday. Do you have questions for Friday?
Thank you for joining us, Brother Friday. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
all right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming me.
Friday, can you speak about the youth that you help and support?
Coming in?
Can you speak about the youth that you support in Liberia? Because you sent me pictures, amazing pictures of the work that you're doing. Can you go a little bit further?
Okay. Actually, just yesterday, host a program wherein I was able to gather about 250 students, and they were well lectured, and we were speaking on a theme, maintaining your educational standard in a fight against academic failures. Uh, that program was held at the first United Methodist campus Asmon Street in Monrovia in Liberia. So this program was all about telling them, why are you still why are you still in high school? It is time for you to maintain your educational standard. So maintaining your educational standard come along with integrity. So we are speaking to them, why are you still in high school? It's time for you to understand where are you going, prepare yourself, live according to the way you're supposed to live. So we were speaking on to them concerning integrity. So actually, the youth that we mentor here, we look at less fortunate. So sometimes you walk in the slum community in Africa, you will see kids are loitering here and there, right? Some are in school, some are not in school. So sometimes we go to them and mentor them. Sometimes we go to orphanage home, do a donation when possible, when we have a fund to do a donation by giving them food, by giving them clothes, by providing them some wearing materials that will help them move further. So sometimes many in school don't have a copybook or neither don't have a bag. So we run it up as organization. We provide them copybooks, we provide them book bags to go to school. Sometimes we go on various campus, lecturing with students, telling that we were one in their shoe like you guys. So what you have to do, you have to pay attention, keep focus, listening to your instructors. So we give them encouraging words, tell them what to do. If you don't have lunch after school during recess period, you don't have lunch, you can still manage it, you can still learn. So that's what we do.
Thank you, Friday.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Grant, Dr. Eno Praise has just entered the waiting room. Now getting him.
Hey, Dr. Price, how you doing?
He's still connecting to audio.
Awesome. So we have less than 20 minutes left. So we want to wrap up our thoughts. But I always want to call on a few people. So I know Ami, you got your camera on, so I want to hear from you. And let me know if I'm pronouncing it right or not. Ami? Yeah, I'm calling on you.
I'm good. Hi.
How you doing today?
I'm good. My name is Emepo Mahoro. I'm from Rwanda. I'm founder and CEO of Aquadrop. Aquadrop is a project which have the aim of providing access to clean water in rural area. Currently, we are working in one of the districts of Rwanda, where we are impacting the population there. Yeah, and with that, we are developing a technology of remote water quality monitoring, where those devices will be installed on the water treatment plant and send the data to the web platform where we can access all of those data. And also, this system cannot be used with our team only. There is the other private operator in water and sanitation. They are looking this solution. And also there is the other government institution in water. They are still using the traditional method. And we are still developing this so that we can provide the impact to the population of Rwanda, not only in Rwanda, also in Africa and abroad, where they can be interested on that system. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, there are a lot of benefits to being able to provide that solution here in Texas, as well as
Yeah.
places like Flint, Michigan. You know, there are places all over the world that need water filtration systems as well as inventions that could produce water. So that'll be great to have. Thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
you.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go? He must have dropped off. Brother Praise, how you doing today? Dr. Praise is here. How you doing?
Here, I'm good. Thank you, everyone. Good to be here.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, Monica.
Of course, of course. We're wrapping up now, but I'll shoot you the video and we can discuss more because I got a perfect role for you, and I need your muscle, my brother. I need your muscle. I need your light. So we'll talk more later.
No problem.
Great, great, great. Chucks David, are you there? Maybe not. All right, who was it? Theophis, are you there? Favor, whoever turns on your camera the first, I'm gonna call on you. Favor, are you there, Mr. Favor? Okay, no worries. We are limited for time. We have about 13 minutes left. I kind of took over the lead. Sorry, Rico. I respect time. This is a 2-hour meeting and nothing more. I want to get some closing comments from Kelly and Lonnie. I always love to hear what y'all got to say, you know, on just the high vibration, high frequency. Can you lead us out with some closing statements? Maybe your thoughts on the meeting, how it went today, and what you look forward to with the future of our club. You kick it off, Lonnie.
Oh, I was gonna say Kelly first, but anyway, yeah, great. I think that this is a very talented group that we have right here, right now, and I'm very excited about being here with everyone today, getting a little bit of oversight of what everyone is providing to each particular department. That was enlightening, and to be a part of such a illustrious group, it puts me in a mind frame where the work that we're putting in is a collective instead of each department being siloed in its own. So I'm very excited about the opportunity, and I look forward to working with everyone as a collective again. Our information is in the chat box. Please reach out. Please reach out. I mean, I'm loving the camaraderie and everyone all over the world being in one place at one time. Thank the universe for the ability to have this type of technology to reach our brothers and sisters all over the world. as a humanitarian group to be able to provide solutions of all sorts to all over the world. So we thank you for your time this morning. Dr. Monica, we really appreciate you for being the great leader that you are, Madam President. And, we look forward to working with everyone in the future. Thank you. Y'all have a great day.
Yes, that pretty much sums it up. Truly, I'm just humbled and so grateful to be here and to hear what everyone's up to around the world, and want to give my gratitude for taking the time and your presence to be here and contributing with your energy, your heart, and moving forward our work. It's truly, I'm just in awe that our dreams are coming true and we really are building the new earth. The new earth is now anchoring in, and want to thank you all. We all carry a piece of the puzzle, and everyone is needed in whatever way that piece is for you. So thank you for holding it and staying strong in your puzzle piece of whatever shape and color and form and whatever it is, because we need it all for the puzzle piece. And just looking forward to continuing together. Feel free to reach out with any questions or just to connect. I'm a bridge builder, so if there's something that you're up to, feel free to toss it to me. And usually I just kind of sit and say, who do I know that they should know, and do that. So I want everyone to thrive in their own collective personal projects as well as what we bring together. So just deep love and gratitude to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Lonnie. Theo had raised his hand. Are you able to speak in like 3 minutes? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. Talk to us.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm Theophilus Ibrahim, my name, from Nigeria. I want to say a very big thank you to Dr. Praise Endo and Dr. Monica for the privilege given to me. I am a data analyst with a financial institute here in Nigeria, and also an entrepreneur, the CEO of Unit Enterprise Service, a wireless home security system that will reliably protect your home, apartment, or office from intruders and other security challenges we are facing in Nigeria here. And also a 24/7 renewable power solution in Nigeria, because these are the major issues we are facing here in Nigeria: security challenges and power sector. And I'm also an advocate of youth development. I've earlier discussed this with Dr. Monica, and on the long run, I will want many youths to key into skill acquisition here in Nigeria and all over Africa, because in the nearest future, that's going to be a global a global thing that everybody will gladly welcome. So for now, these are the things we are clamoring for and also anticipating for in the nearest future.
Thank you so much. And I heard you say data, so we're gonna have to put you on the data team.
Yeah, and I love to work with you. You have some very interesting. We have some synergy, brother Ibrahim. We have some synergy right there. Yeah.
Welcome
to the squad. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here.
I really appreciate it, bro.
Awesome. So I hope everybody can kind of see like there's synergy amongst us all. There's synergy in what we do, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish. And we're all pieces of the bigger machine. And if we come together, we can do anything. Like there's unlimited potential. And so I'm glad that people were able to have the opportunity to speak and share, who they are, where you're coming from. We're all around the world. And this is just a beautiful moment to really connect and to assist, and not just be workers, right, co-workers, but to be friends, to be partners. This is the beginning, I hope, of relationships. Hello. This is the beginning of lifelong relationships here that we're building, and it's a blessing to be associated with Rotary, who has such a legacy. We're going to do a lot of powerful things this year and next year. And I ask all of you to come with, your energy, your passion, your compassion for others, your desire to not just lead, but also listen and have empathy for others. Be cooperative. This is a space of cooperation. I'm very much a yes person. So if you come with me with an idea, I ask, kind of think it through. How are we going to execute it? Because I want to say yes to it. I want to say, yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do this. Yes, 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 yes. But everything needs a plan of action, and we have to have the right people to follow through with it and to make it happen. And so if you are willing to go the long haul with us, we're going to go the long haul with you, every single person. And so, whatever you need, whatever you need to make this work for you, I respect all of your times, your lives. Let's just have an open conversation about it. There's nothing on the table. Everybody here is going through something. People have lost people, in their personal lives. There's issues, there's money issues, love life issues. Everybody got something going on. But you know what? Together we can actually build a community that can that we can, one, help each other, but also lean on each other. I don't want this to be a club that is just superficial. This is real. When I say I love you, like I mean that, and I mean like you can call me and we can talk. I'm gonna talk about some business too when you call me, but we're gonna talk about life and family too. Got your heart. I'm gonna have a next step at every call. There's gonna be a next step, but we can talk about your love life. I'll get into that. But I just want to close out because I respect your time. I'm gonna throw back to Rico. Rico having a good time over there. I gotta talk about his love life after this. I'm gonna throw back to you, Rico. I thank everybody for being here. We're gonna have our next meeting is next month. And then once we officially launch, we'll figure out, how regular, if it's going to be twice a month. But most of the work is going to happen in the teams. That's why I wanted you to hear about the teams. And then we'll present, during the general meetings. But this is just the beginning of something, amazing. And you all are really on the ground for something amazing. So kudos to you for even being here. And that's my time, enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to kick it to Rico and he's going to close us out.
All right. Thank you very much to Dr. Grant for her final remarks. Of course, to all of you who made time today, tonight, this afternoon, and just for joining us, getting to know each other, getting to know what we can do as a team, and realizing the power of relationships. More than connections, the power of relationships. So we all look forward to working with one another, being friends, getting to know each one's struggles, and maybe sometimes when we get to know the struggles of one person, we get to have new ideas there. One that we can explore and maybe even empathize that, hey, this can be some struggle of another person. Maybe we can create a solution here, right? So with that, see you next month, and let's all have a great night, evening, morning, and afternoon. Thank you very much to all of you. Take care always and enjoy.
Love you.
Thank everyone for being a cog in the wheel. Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Monica.
You're welcome.
Have
Bye,
a good
everyone.
Saturday.
Have a beautiful Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And the rest of the